This is a screen recording of how to book in as an ad hoc therapist. It's how to book in a work interval and an appointment. I'm working for this purposes today as Izzy McPhee, fake therapist. When you first log in using your username and password, you get to this screen, which is the dashboard. So it says today's journal, and above it says dashboard. What you need to do is to look to see what rooms are available. So tap on the 3 horizontal bars at the top left hand side and go to schedule and tap on that. Then you need to go to the week that you're looking at. So I'm going to go to September, the beginning, first week of September. And then if you tap on rooms, scroll up and tap on Bristol Natural Health Service, that will show you all the rooms. Now I've left it on week view, if you see day, week, month underneath the calendar, just to show you that if you leave it on week view, that's what you get, that view, which is not very helpful when you're trying to see what rooms are available. So if you tap on day, and I tapped already on the 2nd of September, if you scroll down, and you'll see what's available. So where there are names in the diary like Rawlins and Gibbons, those are their work intervals. So that's how a work interval shows with your name. So I can see that room 1 is available, so that's nice. I'd like room 1 at 10 o'clock in the morning, so I can do that. So I've made a note on a piece of paper so that I know that that's the room I want and the date I want. I also want to put in a second one, and I'm looking at Friday the 5th. So I'm tapping on the 5th. If you see the 5th is now highlighted, and scroll down again, and I can see all the rooms in use apart from room 3. So I want to go in room 4, and I can see that SALT finishes at 1 o'clock. Now we need to leave a 15-minute gap between any previous practitioner and yourself, whether it's a single appointment or whether they have a slot. There needs to be a 15-minute gap for the changeover of practitioners. So I can't book in at 1, but I can book in at 1:15. So I know that, and I've made a note of that on my iPad. Now, just to come back to here, if you can see the rooms, you can't actually see the room numbers. But if I turn it that way, oops. If I turn it that way, you can see the room numbers. So the rooms from left to right, room 1 through to 5. So when you go back, you now know that that's room 1 through to 5. So I've made a note of the dates that I want and the times and what's available. So now I go back up to the 3 horizontal bars again and tap. Look down the list to references and tap. And look at schedule and tap. Now here, ignore the date for the minute, go to user, role user and by user schedule, tap on that, and then type your name, bring it up, tap the box beside it. Now just to show you that on the day, this is the day I did this screen recording on the 6th. So it's a Wednesday, and the day that you're in is actually highlighted. So you can see Monday is the top line, and it goes through down to Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is highlighted, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So go back up to the date, tap on the little calendar icon, go through, and I want the 2nd, so tap on the 2nd. The 2nd is a Tuesday, so I tap the 2nd box down. September the 2nd, add a work interval. Now the room I'm going to be working in is room 1, as that's one that's available, so I tap on that. The time I want is 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, tap outside of that box to get rid of it, and then tap the next date time. And I'm finishing at 11, and tap outside of that, tap outside of that box. And then where it says repeat, never, and it's always never because you're not working as a regular practitioner, so you don't see the same person every week. Check the information, September the 2nd, Tuesday, yes. Oh, the time period is gone. Put that in. Okay. Bristol Natural Health Service, room 1, yes. Period 10 till 11, yes. Repeat, never. Tap save. So you can see I made a mistake because I must have tapped incorrectly and it zeroed the first of the appointment, the beginning of the appointment. But because I was double checking, I picked that up. So that's good. So that's that one in, and you can see the time interval there. So the next thing is to do is to go to the next date that I'm looking at, which is the 5th. Scroll down, and I want Friday this time. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, tap on Friday. Friday the 5th, add work interval. Now it shows room 1 because I've already booked into room 1 on at another day. So I need to change that to room 4. And I need to book in, I need a work interval starting at 13. Tap on the zeros and then go to 15. Tap outside the box. Tap on the next one, and it shows the first start time of the appointment, and I need to finish at 14:15. Tap outside the box. Repeat, never. Double check. Izzy McPhee, September the 5th, Friday, yes. Room 4, yes. Period 13:15 to 14:15, yes. Repeat, never, yes. Save. And you can see that that's in as well for that date. And I just tapped on my name, Izzy McPhee, because I think you need to do that. So go back up to 3 horizontal bars, tap, go to schedule and tap. Go ahead to September. I'm going to tap on the 2nd, take it to a day, tap on rooms, scroll up, tap Bristol Natural Health Service, which highlights the rooms, go down, and look, there I am, McPhee. So when you get to this, tap on McPhee, select patient. If it's a new patient, you've not seen before, you have to tap the plus new beside here and select, and let's have Mr. John May. Male. I'm not going to put in the date of birth. I don't want his number showing because it would show up on the screen, and I don't want that. I don't need to have that there. You can, if you want, add any of the information that's there, but it's not necessary. Under notes, if anything you write for notes will show on the screen for anybody to read, so it's worth being a little bit circumspect about what you put there. Once you've done that, you save, and you see his name is up. So once his name is there, you scroll down, purpose of visit. You don't need to put anything unless you want to, but it will show on the screen for everybody to read if you do. It's a confirmed appointment and it's an hour long, so I'm pressing 60 minutes. Scroll down, save. And if you look, you can see it's in, and it has a star beside it because it's a new patient. So go back up, go to the 5th, scroll back down, and I'm there at 1:15. So it's my work interval. Tap on the first bit of the work interval, select patient. Now, just to show you that once you've done a new patient, it will come up again. And there you are, Mr. John May, that's your new patient. But this time we're not going to use him because it's not him coming. This time I don't want to put the name in, so we have generic names in the clinic, and if you put in Anonymous, it comes up with Alpha Anonymous and Anonymous Anonymous. You can use either of those. There is also a client There you are, a client. So it's put in a client. Appointment is confirmed. It's 60 minutes, and all these minutes you can make the appointment anything you like. So I could make it 45 if I wanted, or 90 or 120 minutes, but I'm making it 60. And that's all okay, and save. And you can see I'm in the diary. And that's it. Once you've done that and you're in, tap the 3 horizontal bars, scroll down to log out and tap. Done.